Hello Sagittarius, this is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel, and for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they are feeling and thinking towards you currently. This could be somebody that you've been in a relationship with. This could be someone that you have been or are in a situationship. This could also be somebody who you've simply exchanged glances with, and you know there's something there, but nobody's saying anything. You'll have to forgive my voice. I'm still getting over this cold that I had. Just a bit of congestion left. Okay. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So do keep in mind that for these readings at least, time is fluid. Some of you may have gone through this already in the past. Some of you might be experiencing this right now, and the rest of you may go through this in the far future. And depending on the cards, wow, third party situation. Depending on the cards, some of you may feel as though these are your cards. These are your feelings. That is possible. We do exchange energy. We do pick up on other people's energy. We also mirror our person of interest as well. So it is possible that you may feel that these are your feelings and emotions. But I am reading what your other person of interest is feeling and thinking. Okay. There's two extra that just came out. Not your other person of interest, but your person of interest. Sorry. Oh, yikes. There is a lot of sorrow in this connection, Sagittarius. You have here play, pleasure, illness, wellness, embracing the shadow, opening, shape-shifting, justice, laughter. Then you have grief, followed by centering under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. All right, Sagittarius. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Sagittarius, the connection that I have with you has taught me that friendship matters the most. Having a friend in my life is something that I really want, and I want you as my friend forever. In your eyes, I have seen mischief, playfulness, youthfulness, a vibrance that I have not been able to find in anybody else. You make me feel young again, alive again. In this connection, I have felt a lot of pleasure, physical pleasure as well as spiritual pleasure. And I do appreciate how it is that you make me feel. You have these ways of being so alluring and seductive. But there are things now that I realize that are holding me back from reaching out to you the way I would like to. There are burdens, restrictions, constraints, responsibilities, things that weigh me down below the surface of this water, and they hold on to me. They do not allow me to reach above the surface of this water and to see that shining sun that is you. Hence I am drowning in a sea of sadness. I feel despair, I feel sorrow, I feel hopelessness, as if this is not going anywhere. I want to be there with you. I want to be there for you. But there are things that are truly weighing me down. Things that I cannot break free from. These things are a part of me, a part of who I am, a part of my responsibilities. And I know at this point in time, I have made a situation within our connection that has become very uncomfortable. A lot of awkwardness. There are a lot of feelings of being awkward. I do want to open up to you. I want to know what it is that you have felt about me. But I also want to express to you and to show you certain things that I have felt that I have not been able to tell you. You have seen that side of me that was compulsive, impulsive, and aggressive. You have seen certain sides of me that have been quite dark. And this entire time, I know that it's made you feel uncomfortable, but I wonder, will you embrace that shadow side of me? Is it possible? Because that is a part of who I am. I want to open up to you about the things that I feel on the inside, the things that I've hidden. And no matter where I go, no matter what I do, no matter who I'm with, I'm always looking over my shoulder, waiting, yearning, longing for you, to see a glimpse of you. I want to make things right. The things that happened before were quite unfair. There was a lack of balance in this connection. It appears that everything weighed more on my side. I was always getting what I wanted. You would get what you want, but it was not as much as my part of the scale. I do feel like you are this type of person who has given me so much happiness and joy. You know how to make my heart happy. You know how to make my heart smile and laugh. Again, I feel like I have lost someone who I would have considered my best friend forever. And now I grieve. I feel as though I've lost you forever, that I'll never have you back. The sky is dark, and there is but one star left. I have to hold on to that star. That is you. Once that star stops shining, my world will become dark. And I will grieve forever. Right now I feel remorse, regret, sadness, and melancholy. I feel guilty for the things that I have said and done. And I also feel guilty for the things that I never said that I should have, and for the things that I never did that I should have done. But I did not do all the right things. And this is why my heart is hurting now. This is why I am also feeling quite depressed. Despair, hopelessness, a sense of devastation. Overall, I want to experience with you once again, when I think of you, this feeling of being grounded, this unique and beautiful feeling of knowing that there is the yin and the yang. We may be the divine feminine and masculine energy. You have this way of centering me, making me feel complete, making me feel whole, making me see what is right and what is wrong. All right, Sagittarius. There's a lot of sadness here. And with this card, the illness and wellness card, it often does talk about depression. And many of us have various levels of depression. It starts off small, gets really intense. Sometimes we need medication, sometimes we need therapy. But this person, there's two cards here, the grief card and the illness and wellness card. So there is something seriously going on here where this person is hurting now, but they're hurting because of their own actions. Some of you might be in a third-party situation where this could be another individual someone's having an affair with, or this could be someone who has other responsibilities, taking care of children over the weekend, taking care of, an elderly person who's a family member, maybe once or twice a month. So it's that scheduling, it's that time, energy, and effort that they're not able to give to you. So there's something going on here where there is an external force, this could be external people, that's causing this problem, directly or indirectly. But it does show this third-party energy coming up here. And there's sadness. This person does want to make things right. There could have been some situation where there was some type of, something really bad happened, and you got to see that side of this person that was quite ugly, plain and simple. You've seen them say things and do things and act in certain ways that you never could have imagined. And that has really kind of like, shaken you up, right? It shook you up. And you don't know what to do, but this person now realizes that whatever they did, it made you feel very uncomfortable. And they are aware of this. All right. Let's have a look at the beginners. Oops, not the beginners. The Lover's Path Tarot. Just give me one sec. Just going to take a sip. All right. So this is any obstacle, any issue that may have occurred that caused a problem in the first place. Prince of Coins. Then we have Triumph under the bottom of the deck. Okay. So let's have a look here. Prince of Coins. So either some of you know this, or maybe you don't know this, but this is something that has caused a problem in this connection. This person may have seemed to be lazy, and they procrastinated. They did not take action or responsibility when they were supposed to. Okay. There were opportunities that were given to this person by you and by fate and destiny. They did not take it. There was hard work that was required to build this connection, and they did not put that hard work in. They had the opportunity to develop this relationship into something better. They did not do that either. The reason why is because this person did not have the wisdom to have that type of growth. They did not know any better. And this is a prince, so this is somebody who is a bit more immature or inexperienced. I would say not inexperienced, I would say immature, actually. I would use the word immature for this one. This is somebody that is just happy the way things are. You know, they don't want to change anything around them. And so they've just been lazy. There's a lot of inertia here, not taking action and not taking responsibility. Usually this happens when somebody doesn't care, right? Somebody's not afraid of losing the other person. However, this is something that happened in the past. Your recent cards show that this person is hella grieving. Hella. So there's a lot of grieving. There's a lot of upsetness. There's a lot of sadness and remorse and regret. And it's exactly because of this, because they knew they should have taken action and they didn't. They should have been responsible when they had the chance, and now they're losing their best friend. There was a bit of inertia. There was a lot of laziness. There was no hard work being put into this, and it was extremely frustrating for you as a partner or as a potential partner. You're like, what the hell is this? Is this a one-man show or a one-woman show? Like, it's actually really bad. This is not, it's not fair. You go into a relationship thinking, okay, there's two people. It's going to be one person to the other. Yeah, but this is just one-sided. This is what happened here. Many times you might have felt that you were quite alone, even though you were in a relationship. It also appears to me, I'm intuitively getting this, that this person really wasn't there for you. You were not able to count on this person. And it was frustrating. We also have here, oh, I'm getting a message. They didn't mean what they said, or they didn't mean what they say. They don't mean what they say, and they don't say what they mean. It's the opposite of what the original kind of phrase is. That's what I'm getting here. This person they just were kind of thinking about themselves and not really thinking about the effects that they would have on the other person. And since you are and were invested emotionally, it had quite an effect on you, negatively. So we have here also triumph. Triumph talks about, there you go, fear of expansion. Feeling quite pessimistic, even if they were uncertain how their future was going to manifest. They were hoping to move into a better period ahead, but they were fearing, and they did not have a sense of closure. They did not give you closure. For some of you might felt like this person didn't give you closure. And it's real irritating because it's hard for you to move on because you don't know where they stand. For some of you, you might feel that. But the thing is here, there's fear of expansion and feeling pessimistic. This is simply because this person truly was at some point quite negative. They did not think positively. They did not think that things could be better than what they are. And honestly, at this point, it almost appears as if they're just thrilled to have you even as a friend. You had two cards that showed up. The first card was a play card, and then you have the laughter card almost at the end. Those two cards for me indicate friendship cards, like those for mere friendship. So it does appear that something happened here where this person now values the friendship itself, whereas before they didn't. All right. Let's have a look at any actions, any intentions that this person might have towards you. Ten of Wands. So it is quite burdensome. There are a lot of things going on in this person's life, and it's hard for them to handle all of the things that are happening in this person's life, and you are one of those staffs there. You got two really amazing, gorgeous cards, Empress and Temperance. You have the Three of Cups. It did pop up reverse, but I don't do reverse readings. Well, I do reverse. It was just the one I just did previously. That's reverse. All right. Not bad, guys. This is actually really good. Despite all odds, this is what's happening. This person thinks of you as the Empress. They're falling in love with you. And they're realizing that you truly are that one person that makes their heart happy, that they can see a future with. You're nurturing, caring, protecting, a good provider, a long-term thinker. You're just loving, and you have this energy of abundance. They find warmth. I'm getting a message like they find warmth in your arms. They find warmth in your arms. Now, with the Temperance card, they know that, well, they feel that this is a spiritual connection. First of all, they're starting to sense this. And they also know that they need to make things right. There needs to be a better balance. Then we have the Three of Cups. Here, there is a desire to reconcile, maybe to go out with friends, maybe in a group. However, to get that time with you as well. Here we also have the Page of Wands under the bottom of the deck. Again, this is a page. So a page and a prince in the other deck are just the same. Actually, no, the prince is considered a knight. But this is still somebody who is not a king. So this person is going to be sending you some type of message. And it is quite positive. However, you may notice that they're not as mature as you would like them to be. Everything that comes out of their mouth seems to be like they're nervous. I'm getting they're nervous and they kind of say the wrong things. But at some point in time in the future, I see that their heart is really going to be in this for you. They're starting to realize things. They're starting to become mature. Now they are maturing. It's taking some time, but eventually they will change their perspective and the way they handle this entire connection. So is this person coming back? For some of you, this person is going to come back. For some of you, if this person is already in your life, things are going to get better. All right, let's see what the angels have to say about this particular connection. All right, oopsies. Okay, you have a timeline here. In the near future, something's going to happen. What is going to happen? Well, in the near future, things can change for you. They are saying if you believe basically means you will be able to manifest it just with your mind even. Aha, look for a sign and it's up to you. So I was wondering if this card was going to pop up. So this card for me indicates a choice. Now some of you do have a choice. The angels are saying you always have a choice. But because this is, a reading, it has come. And they are saying you don't have to be with this person if you don't want to. And it doesn't have to be the card that always comes out. You just have that choice anyway. We have multiple realities and timelines that we can jump to. Everything's already written for us. We just have to jump to that particular track. Let's just jump on the other track, A, B, C, or D. And you go on that particular pathway, on that track. So we have, you can be with somebody on A, but it doesn't work out. Then you just decide, okay, I'm gonna just change things and I'm gonna go with this person that I find really attractive. I really feel that there's a connection. D. Okay, so you go with D. And then still that works out for you. So with this card, it's up to you. It does indicate here that you have more than one choice. That's the thing. So for some of you that might not be interested in this person, just keep in mind that they are telling you that there's more than one choice, and these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. Also, it says look for a sign. So looking for a sign does mean having a look at signs and synchronicities. So what I'm going to do is let's just talk about those of you that wish to stay with this person, what message is for you here, and then afterwards, the ones that are not interested in this person anymore, what it is that you should do. Okay, so for those of you that wish to stay with this person, they are saying here that in the near future, there is going to be a sense of forgiveness. Somebody here is going to say sorry. And they are saying that it's important to have that positivity coming through you. You should have that kind of belief that things are going to work out. They are telling you to look for a sign. This truly could be a sign from this person. Maybe they are trying to reach out to you, even the smallest message, directly or indirectly, but it's a sign. They are saying to ask your angels. Now, the way I do it, the way I use my methods, I pray to the Christ consciousness. Through Christ, I get to Jehovah in my mind's eye. And then from there, I ask them, can you please give permission and call upon, I'd like to call upon Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to guide me and to protect me throughout this entire situation, only through the permission and the power of their bosses, who are Jesus and Jehovah. They have other names too, and they don't just work for them, but there's other names for them. Now, these angels, obviously, they are from the Abrahamic faith. We have here, ask your angels. What happens when you ask your angels? You actually get intuitive messages. So you do get messages in return, and the messages can be signs. The signs can literally be like a billboard while you're driving and you see the sign on the road and it just makes sense to you. It could be somebody that walks up to you and starts saying something and you realize that it's almost like a message. Or you can hear a voice intuitively inside of your mind, inside of your heart. You have this kind of feeling that somebody is saying something. Don't dismiss it. That is actually the method that angels use to give us messages. Also, of course, signs and synchronicities. Seeing, twos and threes and seeing things that are in pairs. They're also saying here to remain positive. So it is important to have that type of energy, because the more positive you are, the more positive energy you will attract. For some of you, you might want to have a look on my website at the Holy Light package. The Holy Light package is, I created it. It's a self-help guide to get rid of negative energies from your home, around your aura, and inside of your body. So that would be able to help some of you if you want to remain positive. It's important to get rid of the negative energy first in order to give room for the positive. Otherwise, the negative energy acts like an obstacle, like blockage. They are saying there is something better. So for those of you that want to stay, it does appear that there's something better than the situation that you are stuck in right now. There's something better than the situation, and whatever you think, the way you are in it right now, things will be better eventually. Okay, let's have a look at those of you that wish to move on. All right, so they are saying, again, in the near future, it is important for you to believe that you will find somebody else. However, Sagittarius, this person will come back into your life at some point in time, and they may ask for forgiveness, or there might be some type of truce. Now, that doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to want to be with them just because they said sorry. Again, ask your angels, the same method that I just told you of. That's the way it works for me. And remain positive. Still the same concept. There's something better. This talks about there's something better than the situation and than the person that you're with now. So there is someone better than this person for you. A lot of you have waited for a long time, and it appears that this person was just too slow, like they were at snail's pace, and you needed to get things done like at a normal pace, right? It's just too much to handle. It's too much of a headache. So some of you actually might just want to move on. And it's still positive. It still shows that there's something better in the near future. So that's good. They are saying to remain positive. And remember, you send out positive energy and you attract positive energy. You send out negative energy and it attracts negative energy. Hopefully one day soon I'm going to try to create a video on negative energies and all about that. I know quite a bit of things regarding that topic, and I believe it would be helpful to learn a bit about that so that we can avoid doing certain things that we don't even know that we're doing when it comes to negative energies. All right, Sagittarius, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below. I'll try my best to reply to as many as I can. There's so many of you now, with the grace of God. Thank you all for your support and your encouragement. I will see you guys again. All right then. Bye now.